Does it seem from your side that the worst of the rush is over? Does it seem like some people have chanced maybe leaving their return home to this morning?
Good morning, Yuvika. Yes, it definitely does seem like there are fewer motorists now heading out to work, and actually fewer people also heading into Soshanguve and Mabopane. So what we have where we are at this point in time is the R80 South. That is the visual that you are seeing of people that are heading into town, into Pretoria CBD from Soshanguve or from Mabopane. And law enforcement authorities are here. TMPD is here, just really doing what they do best, and they're stopping a few motorists. And I think most of the motorists aren't sure about how they're probably going to get home or how many tickets they might just be getting today, because quite a few tickets have already been handed out today. But just joining me here is Isaac Mahamba. He's TMPD spokesperson, and just to give us more information about the law enforcement, the operations that they really do here on this R8 Mabopane highway. It is a very busy highway and probably one of the busiest in Tshwane. Isaac Mahamba joining us now. Isaac, thank you so much for joining us once again on ENCA. Just give us details about the law enforcement operations that you guys do on this particular highway.
As we all understand that this R80 is one of the busiest freeways in Tshwane. So what we do in the morning and afternoon peak hour, depending on operational needs, we deploy our members here for law enforcement. Specifically, things that we are focusing on, the speeding, that's one. Two, most of the drivers are driving or overtaking on the emergency lanes. And we like to emphasize that those emergency lanes are made for only emergency vehicles, not any other motorist. So that's what's happening here. Hence, you'll find that on daily basis, as I indicated, we deploy our members here to enforce the law. But rather than that, they'll do your stop and search just to check the fitness of drivers, the roadworthiness of the vehicles. And as I indicated, it's not only on this main road. There are other main roads in Tshwane that we deploy. Specifically, you'll find that N1 we deploy our members, your Moloto Road, your N14 and the likes. But this area here, that's where daily we deploy our members for law enforcement.
Now, do you guys work hand in hand then with the South African Police Service here?
Most definitely, not only SAPS, also Gauteng traffic. If we have operations, that's what we do normally. Specifically with SAPS, you will find that we do your crime prevention operations jointly with them. In the crime prevention, that's where they lead in terms of crimes. But when we are in the operation with SAPS, what they do normally, they'll search your vehicle for things like that involves criminality specifically. They'll search for your drugs, they'll search for dangerous equipment. If any member or anybody in that particular vehicle carries firearms, we'll want to make sure that the firearm has a license. If not, the law will take its course. So definitely, we are happy again with the partnership that we are having with other law enforcement that we are having daily for law enforcement purposes. And you'll find again that there are highway patrols from the SAPS that are deployed on the freeways. Specifically, for instances, if there is supposed to be a chase or there is a vehicle that is wanted elsewhere, they are quick to respond, because you'll find that they are mainly deployed in the freeway. So we're having joint operations with them and contact communications with them on our radios, just to establish what's happening on the radio and what's happening on their radio as well. If they need assistance from us, we quickly come in. And if they need assistance from them, we quickly call for the backup from them. As I've said before, we are happy with the partnership that we are having with the SAPS, with the SAPS specifically.
Thank you so much, Isaac. Isaac Mahamba there, Yuveka, just giving us details about what they do here on the R80 and the partnership that they have with Gauteng Traffic and also with the South African Police Services.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we did hear it's not the rush back home, but the rush back to work for most this morning. Thanks very much. She's there in Mabopane, keeping an eye on the traffic. The worst is behind us, we heard from traffic authorities. But as you see, police officers or traffic officials still being vigilant this morning.